Hi guys, Toger here with a new video, and in this video I want to talk about War Within. I'm actually going to spin it very positively because there's a lot of people that are on the fence of War Within, like they're thinking that it is going to be a fail or that nothing has changed from Dragonflight. I'm going to say that right now I am not of that opinion. I do feel like War Within will be even better than Dragonflight, and in my opinion, Dragonflight is a top 3 expansion for PvP. But I feel like War Within has hit every single note correctly, except a few specs and classes that I did cover a bit. But I'm going to say that for every class being forgotten, you have at least 5 or 6 classes that are really well made. And I mean, like a straight up better version than Dragonflight and Shadowlands. And sometimes it is quite hard to do so. I'm going to talk about Retribution Paladin on a different video, but I can already say that the rework from 10.0.7 got even better with War Within, with the 2 hero talents being like very flavorful and very possible to play around in PvP as well. I like it. I look forward to it. I'm actually like really surprised at how they went with a few classes and their fantasy, and it kind of had me wonder like, what am I going to main next expansion? Because this is going to be very hard to choose a main. I think a lot of people like you guys are probably in the same boat. I will make a video probably down the line once I have all the testing done and probably most of the specs covered on the channel. I don't think I will cover every single spec, but I will try to do so, and I will give you my opinion with it. But right now I'm like a little kid, to be honest. I'm very surprised at how War Within is fun, and the hero talents were some were very hit and some were very miss. I'm going to say that Hunter, the design is very bland. He Elemental Shaman's Enhancement Shaman has like really no fun towards those designs. Although the design is good, like the idea is good. If you say to me Stormbringer, I think about like a elemental shaman or enhanced shaman wielding lightning and doing storm strikes that does like lightning damage, for example, instead of physical. That would be something I would think, but right now they did kind of didn't do too much with it. So I hope they will do that. I hope they do like make me be a fool on the videos I've made. So I prefer to see myself as a fool if they did fix it. But if I'm correct, then it kind of sucks because I do want to play Enhancement Shaman this season. But it's very hard to like this expansion. But it's very hard to be motivated for something that is actually very broken right now on the wrong side of things. Um, but other than that, if you're thinking about warriors, it's a straight improvement from Dragonflight. If I'm thinking about Retribution Paladin, from what I've tested already, it is straight improvement from Dragonflight. If I'm thinking about Warlock, it is a straight improvement on all levels. Demonology Warlock, Affliction Warlock, and also Destruction Warlock. That's a straight improvement. If I'm thinking about DKs, a Frost DK is going to be way more fun right now than in Dragonflight. So there's a lot of specs that I will cover. I will also talk about, and as I'm super honest with most of like with all the things I say, to be honest, because I don't have a filter. I don't work with Blizzard. I don't have any link with Blizzard, so I'm not scared to say that something is bad or not. So I do say that, and you will see that probably from what I've seen and from what I've gathered, like information wise, most of the videos are going to turn out being positive or being like, look, this is going to be awesome, but I'm like a bit scared of the balancing, for example. But outside of the specs and classes, we're also going to talk about like the delves, like PvE wise, like solo dungeons could be fun if they actually made it a bit more challenging, I would say, and a bit more rewarding as well. If they put like good rewards, it could be fun for PvPers to play in delves while we are like waiting for our arena partners or solo queue. RBGs and arenas, so we could actually like do some PvE stuff, for example. I think Mythic Plus is going to be in a great spot. If you all are liking Mythic Plus, I think it's going to be also a straight improvement from Dragonflight. I think raiding, again, I'm not really a raider, so there's not much I can say about that. But PvP wise, we will have solo shuffle, something that we always wanted, like a solo queue arenas, again reiterated in War Within. We will still have 2v2, we will still have 3v3. I think with the kits that we do get from the hero towns and the few changes that we made, double DPS comps could be working again. And could be actually like Cataclysm, where double DPS comps can work long term, not only like at lower levels, lower elos. Same for like 3v3, it's going to be challenging to know what's the meta because there's a lot of things that is changing. Hero towns are straight up adding new playstyles sometimes. And then I'm thinking about solo queue RPG, something that I always wanted. Before arenas came out, I really wanted a solo queue RPG because I think the RPG scene is very hard to get in. I think most people that do want to go into RPGs, they are always faced into a unbreakable wall where it's either you have a good guild that is doing that or a good community that is doing that, or else you're going to pug your whole adventure in RPGs. And you know how pugging can be. After a loss, someone like quits or everyone quits. So I really like solo RPGs, playing it, feeling it. I do feel like the skill level is going to be quite low at the start because some people are going to still think it's a random BG, so they're still going to do kills over objectives, and that is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's MMR, so obviously if you're doing very well, at one point you will get good teams that are also doing very well, and then you have like very competitive matches where it's going to be a very close call every time you're going to lose or win, and it's going to be a fun thing. I think also the queue times are going to be better because of having two queues separating DPSers, and healers are going to always be in demand. It doesn't matter, it will always be a few queue times here and there because of the amount of healers that are not available. But I think healing in solo RPGs makes you way more overpowered, I would say, and that's okay. They are overpowered in solo RPGs because there is no dampening, and that's fine. I think it's just up to the balancing to make it okay. But I think it's a good thing that healers have also choices between 2v2, 3v3, solo queue RPGs and solo queue arenas. And I think having solo queue RPGs in the game is already a great thing. But if they can also build the design and the reward structure around those PvP queues, like 2v2, 3v3, solo queue RPGs, solo shuffle, also RPGs, let's not forget, and get like good designs, good rewards, good titles, maybe good transmogs, that could be actually a very big thing for PvP. If they do Season 1 correctly, I think it's a good way to start War Within and make it way better than what it could be. I think War Within will be the confirmation of Dragonflight. It will be, look, we know what Dragonflight was, we know what we did good, let's build upon it. And I hope with the shorter canons of expansions that are going to do, so instead of having a Season 4, it will be Season 3 and then having the expansion, probably. I think the seasons will feel less dead. Hopefully Season 3 doesn't become the Season 4 of right now. I do want to have fully fledged seasons, no fillers, no things like, for example, in PvP where your Season 4 item set is the same as Season 3. So we have something to chase in PvP as well, especially for people that do need a chase and a purpose to do PvP. I want them to also be rewarded and to be continuing with PvP. So right now I'm very hopeful. It's really, I'm not trying to sell you the game because it's not my company, but you will know that I will be there. I will be playing War Within. And in the meantime, there will be some Cataclysm, there will be some Season of Discovery, there will be some Classic Fresh. But at the end of the day, I think retail is in a great spot. And people that do not play retail, that criticize retail, they don't really matter because they don't play it. They don't know how it is. They don't know how from where we actually are going and improving. Like if you're watching PFA right now and you compare it with what right now what we have in War Within, I think the evolution is really positive, and hopefully it does show with numbers. Hopefully, with Xbox also being on the mix, maybe we will have more players, maybe a Game Pass in the future, so people could actually play it if they have the Game Pass on PC. I think that could be a really good thing for the future. So we'll have to see. Again, thank you for watching the video. Really appreciate you. This is kind of a filler video between those class and spec reviews and first impressions. But I wanted to make it before I had no time to do so. So I prefer to do it. And next video will be about Retribution Paladin, as you can see, with a great looking tier set, transmog set, I would say. Yeah, I look forward to talk about it with you guys and to make you want to play a Retribution Paladin, because every single video is me trying to sell you a class. Sometimes the class doesn't sell me, and I will also let you know about it. But most classes actually feel like it's going to be tough to be playing only one class at a time in War Within. And that was kind of my objective, to play only 2 or 3 classes, but now it's very hard with all the things that are actually going in the game right now. So again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.